Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today it is all about fading dark spots, red marks, blotchiness, hyperpigmentation. I'm gonna give you 5 essential steps, straight out, down and dirty, that you can do to not only help fade these little buggers, but to help keep them from coming back. Okay, so fading dark spots, red marks, blotchiness, all of that stuff does not have to be the frustrating exercise that it is for so many people. In fact, if you know what products to use and how to approach these, they can be quite simple to treat, and most products that we have today are very, very effective in reducing these. Now, I also have several other videos on the channel that I have done specifically to removing dark spots and marks, so I will put links to those at the end of this video so you can check those out as well. Now, I know that the tips I'm going to give you here today work because I use them and they've worked on me. And believe me, I've had the mother of all dark spots on my skin, and these products help fade it. It is no more. Now, this spot that I had was a lot older, had been around for a long time. So if these products can work on these kinds of spots, they're gonna be able to help almost everybody that watches this video out. And the good news is that if you're catching these brown spots, age spots, whatever you wanna call them, red marks, hyperpigmentation problems early, they're much more easy to fade, and these products are much more effective and very, very fast. Now, the first tip I'm gonna give you is gonna make so much sense, and it's usually something that I talk about in every skincare routine at the end, but that is being sure to apply an SPF daily. And I don't care what part of the world you live in, I don't care how much time you spend indoors, an SPF is absolutely essential to stopping the formation of brown spots and hyperpigmentation. Now, you need to use a product that is at least 15 SPF or higher, and no, makeup doesn't count, even if it is in the formulation of your makeup. This needs to be a separate step in your skincare routine that you make sure you apply every single day before makeup. Now, I myself am using Neutrogena's Sheer Face SPF 50, which is a zinc oxide based product. I don't really like chemical sunscreens. In fact, you will find all kinds of videos on here where I denounce the use of chemical sunscreens, but really, I don't really care so much as long as you're using something on your skin to protect it from sun. So number 1 tip, sunscreen. Now, the next thing you need to think about when you find these forming on your skin is that you're going to have to treat them with a chemical skincare ingredient. And by that, I mean a certain type of acid that is designed to help remove the outer layer of skin where this pigmentation tends to gather and creates, of course, the blotchiness or the spots. Now, if we're talking about acne red marks that are left over after a blemish leaves or a dark mark, this is a slightly different case. All of these products are going to work just as well on that. But in those cases, what you have there are old used blood cells that have pooled under the skin surface and need to be removed. So either way, this is going to work very, very well for you. Now, the type of acids that you want to look for in formulations that are actually going to help you are things like glycolic acid, lactic acid, Kojic acid, salicylic acid, Ascorbic acid or vitamin C, and ferulic acid. Those are the main chemical ingredients, and I use the word chemical loosely, but they are the ingredients in your skincare formulations that are going to help even out skin tone, fade those dark spots and red marks quickly, and keep them from coming back. Now, the best way to use products with these formulations is daily, and the reason that's so important is, as I said, dark spots, red marks, all of those begin to form on the skin, and they grow darker with time. So as time goes on, they get deeper and darker and much harder to treat. Although they're still treatable, it just takes longer. Using these products daily will really help fade them because you're removing that outer layer of skin that contains all of that pigmentation. Now, a couple of great products to keep in your personal skincare arsenal would be SkinCeuticals Advanced Pigment Corrector. And this one is made with salicylic acid as the correcting acid in the formulation, and it's going to be perfect if you have sensitive skin. Now, the other product that I really like is Simple Beauty's Dark Spot Corrector, and it is made with kojic acid. And kojic acid is a very strong skin lightening acid. It's going to work for those really older dark spots, but it will also work for hyperpigmentation and acne red marks, all of those things. But the biggest benefit from this product is that you're going to see some results in 4 or 5 days. It's going to definitely help lighten and fade out any dark marks or spots that you have. Now, next, we want to prevent dark spots, red marks, hyperpigmentation, all of those things from occurring in the first place. And one of the best ways to do this, next to using your sunscreen, of course, is a good vitamin C serum. And so I'm going to tell you right now, no matter who you are, where you are, you really should employ a vitamin C serum in your skincare routine. And there are just so many out there. But what you need to know is that you need to pick one that is at least 15% L-ascorbic acid, and preferably use it with a vitamin E serum or a vitamin E and ferulic acid in the formulation. And the reason for that is vitamin E helps the skin take on the vitamin C serum, and ferulic acid actually boosts the benefit. So those three ingredients together are a supercharged skincare step that are gonna really help prevent these type of marks. Now, vitamin C serums, again, there are a ton of these. They range anywhere from $10 to $15 all the way to $150. You don't need to spend that kind of money unless you absolutely want to. Again, it's really all about ingredients and effectiveness rather than brand name and price. Now, the product that I'm using right now is the Ordinary's Vitamin C Suspension with hyaluronic spheres. And again, they also have several versions of vitamin C serum, but it's a 23% formulation. I use it along with ferulic acid for my skin, so it's something that you should consider doing. It runs about $10, so you don't have to spend a whole lot of money on these vitamin C serums, but you really do need to incorporate this as a step. Now, if you're already seeing hyperpigmentation and dark marks and spots, one of the things I would ask you to consider is adding a retinol step to your skincare routine. And again, like vitamin C, there are a ton of these products out on the market today, but retinols are so important with this problem because they help speed up your cell's ability to replicate itself. So cell generation or new cell generation happens when you're using retinols. Why this is important: when you're using your vitamin C serum and you're using your exfoliating acids, kojic acid, glycolic acid, what have you, you're removing that layer of skin that has the pigmentation trapped in it, and the retinol is going to help the skin recover and regenerate more skin cells more quickly, so it prevents the spot from coming back. So when you use these three steps together, you really have a supercharged way of dealing with dark marks, spots, and hyperpigmentation. If you're not familiar with retinols, one of my favorite products to recommend is BioBare's Revivify Encapsulated Retinol 5%. I know that's a mouthful, but now I really like this formulation because it's strong enough to really deliver benefits to your skin from the retinol. It's encapsulated, which means it's stable. And they also include in the formulation ceramides, which are natural lipids that are gonna help build up your skin's protective layer. This also means that this formulation is much less irritating and drying for almost all skin types. And the way you wanna use a retinol correctly is you wanna use it daily, preferably at night before you retire, so that it's actually on your skin while your skin is in its nighttime repair cycle. Now, I really hope you found this video helpful in understanding how to fade dark spots, red marks, and hyperpigmentation, what products you can use, and what ingredients to look for that will be very effective in doing this. Be sure to check out my other videos over here on how to deal with dark marks, red marks, spots, all of that, and also how to perfect your own skincare routine. I want to thank you guys for watching, supporting the channel. I love you, stay beautiful, and I will see you over on that next video.